Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Steve and this is Besta. We are a married couple from the United States who have relocated here to Lisbon, Portugal. And today we thought we would talk about transportation and how to get around the city.
That's right. So on our first trip to Lisbon, which was last June, we did what a lot of people like to do on their first visit. We wanted to ride the famous historic tram 28 as it winds its way all around the city. So we went to Martim Moniz on the metro, and that's where the tram 28 first starts its journey. And we rode all the way through Alfama and all around the city. It was really wonderful. What was interesting was we were just going to ride it to the end. And when it stopped and we had to get off, we were at Prazares and we were at a cemetery, which is right up your alley.
Right up my alley. I enjoy touring old cemeteries, and so do you actually. So we hopped out and decided to take a look at the cemetery. And since we've been back, we finally got a chance to go back there and see it again.
So this week, we're going to share with you ideas about how to get all around Lisboa in the easiest ways, how it works, and we're going to talk about another visit to that wonderful cemetery. Thanks for watching Week 6 video. Thanks again for watching this video. We are just sharing experiences we're having as we're getting used to living here and learning all about the city.
Yes, and to start off, we thought we would share this video that we prepared explaining how we get around the city of Lisbon.
Transportation options are plentiful and reliable in Lisbon and all of Portugal. Here is some information that could be helpful to you. We most often use the metro, which is the subway system here in Lisbon. There are 4 lines, blue, green, yellow, and red, and they give access to most of the city. There are also buses that travel all over the city, as well as the historic trams, which the locals call elétricos. Lisbon, famously built on 7 hills, also has elevators, and the ferries that travel across the river are part of this impressive network as well. All of these are inexpensive and reliable.
Paying for your ride is easy with either the Navigante card or with a credit card. Metro stations have machines to purchase the Navigante card, and you can load the card with whatever amount you desire. You can reinsert the card at any machine to add even more funds at any time. The machines have Portuguese and English language options. When you enter the metro, bus, tram, or ferry, you simply scan the card for access and the fee is deducted from your card. The same is true for local train services like the train to Sintra or to Cascais. One ride on the metro, bus, tram, or ferry is less than €2, and you can also purchase a one-day ticket for unlimited transportation.
We interrupt this video for a moment to remind you of something really important. When you ride the bus or the tram or the ferry, you just scan going in and that's it. But if you ride the metro, you have to scan your card going in and when you exit.
Yes, and it's only one card and one scan per person, so you cannot share a card to get 2 people through. Each individual person scans in, each individual person scans out with their own card.
If you're visiting Lisbon, we recommend the Lisboa card. This includes not only unlimited travel on all systems, but free entry to 52 of Lisbon's top museums and attractions. This includes transport to and from the Lisbon airport via metro, plus admission to such attractions as the Jerónimos Monastery and St. George Castle. This is a great option for tourists who want the freedom to move through the city and avoid standing in lines. You can purchase a card for 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. Find out more at lisboacard.org. When traveling outside of Lisbon, there are reliable and comfortable trains and buses. Both are great options. We found the buses are similar to charter buses and are even more comfortable than the train. All transportation is usually on time, efficient, and reliable.
As we said before, Portugal is a very respectful country, and that spills into how they handle their transportation as well.
That's right. You need to be very polite as you're traveling around. And here's a few tips that will help you.
Yeah, we've learned some unspoken rules. For example, when you are getting ready to get onto the metro, wait patiently while people disembark. Once the path is clear, then you can step on and get onto your seat.
Another really important thing is there are escalators everywhere because of all of the hills. And if you're going up an escalator, always stand on the right out of the way and leave a path on the left. So people walk up on the left, stand on the right. That's really important here. You don't want to seem like a clueless, disrespectful tourist by not knowing that rule. So just sort of pay attention to how other people are doing that.
Yeah, and we've also learned that there really is no stigma to utilizing the public transportation here. We've seen people from all walks of life using the transportation modes to get all around the city, and it's super convenient. So why wouldn't you take advantage of that? And while you are getting around on foot, we have also learned that just like in the United States, there are crosswalks everywhere, but the drivers seem to be much more respectful as well. I have never seen anybody try to zoom past a crosswalk. Of course, look both ways before you use them.
Of course.
But we've seen everybody driving a car has been very respectful and stops and let the pedestrians cross.
And as you're moving around Lisbon and you need to use an ATM, it's important to make sure it's a multi-banco ATM. If you use one that's marked Euronet, there will be extra fees. So watch out for that as well.
So one thing we didn't include in that video is that there's also Uber and Bolt available here, which are rideshare opportunities, just like back in the United States. But one thing I did learn is that when you sign up for Bolt initially, you can get actually 50% off of your first 3 rides, which saved us a lot of money when we first started. And we have found that Bolt seems to be a little bit faster and a little bit more accessible.
Right. So that's another way. The metro and all the transportation takes you a lot of places, but sometimes there's places we need to go that aren't on the subway line and we need to get there quick. Or say we're going to IKEA and we're going to be bringing stuff back, you were going to say.
Yeah, we don't want to haul stuff on the metro when we got something like that. So and with Bolt, which I really liked, and I think with Uber too, you can actually request a certain size vehicle if you do have something that you bought that you have to haul home, which helped us out a lot.
It's been very helpful a couple of times.
Yeah.
So as we mentioned, we also made a visit back to the Prazares Cemetery, and this is a wonderful place to visit to sort of relax and have some quiet time in a beautiful space.
Absolutely. And it's on this huge hill which overlooks the city. You can see the river. And one thing that I did learn is that it used to be a collection of farms called the Quintas Prazares, which meant like pleasure farms, pleasure area. And they kept that name with the cemetery, which I think is really cool, which is why it's still called that today.
So here's a little preview of the video that you can see on our YouTube channel at Besta and Steve.
And one of the highest points in Lisbon is the Prazares Cemetery, which is huge. It covers 30 acres, has more than 7,000 mausoleums, more than 1,500 grave sites, and is still active today with about 500 burials. That includes an interment of ashes here every year. What I find most interesting is that all of these tombs are family tombs. So if I were to be buried here as part of a family, I would not necessarily have my name on the tomb. I would be part of a family memorial and just kind of be interred. And a lot of these, as you can see, have windows, and you can look inside and actually see the caskets sitting on shelves, close enough to almost touch.
It's very interesting, and I should encourage you to come here and walk through and just spend some time. It's just beautiful.
It's very quiet, it's very peaceful, it's very beautiful, but also very eerie because it is such a Gothic vibe, and the burial practices here are almost celebratory, I guess it feels like, because you have these tombs and then you have the glass windows and then there they are.
Well, but you're appreciating and celebrating and respecting those who have passed and your family heritage, and I think it's beautiful. And like each one is different and carved out of the most amazing marble, and it's quite impressive. I encourage you, if you like this kind of thing and history, to come here if you're visiting Lisbon and just walk through.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to be able to keep up with everything we're doing, please subscribe to our newsletter, which comes out every week. And you can find that at our website, which is bestaandsteve.com.
We're also putting a lot of our information out on other social media platforms as well. You can find Besta and Steve on TikTok and on Instagram. Of course, subscribe here on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. We're trying to let everybody know that we're here and let you know what we're doing. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I also have a more of a creepy side of what we do on my own personal Instagram, which is Paranormal Muscle Bear. You can go there, check out some of these videos where we go through more in-depth tours of some of these spooky historic locations. Of course, you're welcome to contact us through any of those platforms, and thanks again for watching.